Hi, thanks for watching Parks in Your Pocket. My name is Dave, and before the video starts, I wanted to remind you guys that we actually have a Keto Chow giveaway going on. And if you head over to this video that's in the corner up there, I think it's that corner, it might be that corner. If you go and check out that video, what is Keto Chow and how does it work, you can enter to win your own Keto Chow starter bundle. So what this is it has several different flavors and even a blender bottle inside of it that you can win this, and then you can try Keto Chow with me. So I wanted to remind you guys that I have that giveaway going on, and it's going on until September 1st. So if you want to enter, be sure to check out that video and do everything that you need to be able to enter that contest. Hi, it's day 22 of my 30-day Keto Chow challenge, and for week four, I'm in the home stretch. For week 4, what I've decided to do is I want to try as many different flavors of Keto Chow as I can. So I'm going to try them. I'm going to shoot my first initial reaction of each one, and I'm going to share it with you guys. So there are a ton of flavors that I haven't tried, and I got the Gourmet Bundle. So we have eggnog, we have orange cream, we have chocolate toffee, which that one sounds pretty good. Chocolate mint, which sounds pretty good. A root beer float. Pumpkin spice caramel, which I'm not sure I like. Raspberry cheesecake. I'm not a big fan of raspberry cheesecake. So, natural strawberry. And then snickerdoodle, which I've already tried. I really do like snickerdoodle quite a bit. I've also tried vanilla and chocolate and mocha. I think mocha was the one that I didn't like quite as much because I'm used to putting actual coffee into my Keto Chow. There's also some interesting flavors here. They're savory flavors. So there's like a taco base and creamy tomato basil and beef soup. I guess, and then savory chicken soup. So these savory ones are actually meant to be eaten hot, so I might actually be able to have a hot meal once in a while. So in this video, I'm going to try all these different flavors and give you my first impressions on them. There are several things like eggnog. I've never had eggnog, so I don't know what it tastes like. So I'm just going to be trying it and hopefully not immediately disliking it. But I'm going to give you guys my completely honest reaction to how all of these taste. Alright, so first up on my cavalcade of flavors, I guess, is natural strawberry. So I wanted to start with one that I was pretty sure I was going to like. They have a regular strawberry and a natural strawberry because the regular strawberry apparently uses strawberry flavoring, and this natural strawberry actually is sweetened with monk fruit and is a little bit different. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is, but it's big enough difference that they actually say natural in this one. So let's give this one a shot. Okay, the taste of this one's kind of a lot more subtle. It's almost like a vanilla with a little bit of a strawberry overtone. Alright, yeah, I'm getting the strawberry flavor now. I like it. I don't know if I would order a big bag of it, but if you're a strawberry fan, this one's actually really good. Okay, so it is supper time, so I'm going to try some raspberry cheesecake. Now, I'm not really a super big fan of either raspberries or cheesecake. I mean, they're not bad. They're just usually not my go-to kind of thing. Okay. It does have a little bit of a cheesecake flavor to it. There's definitely some raspberry there too. I wouldn't say it tastes like a fantastic cheesecake or the best cheesecake I've ever had, but again, I'm not a cheesecake connoisseur. I mean, it's okay. It's definitely okay. I wouldn't order it though, personally. I'm just not a big fan of cheesecake. All right. Well, today I had an interesting experience. I opened the fridge and I have 3 different flavors that I've never tried of Keto Chow in the fridge, and none of them looked appetizing. So this is the first day where I was just like, oh, I don't want to have a Keto Chow today. Because I don't know if any of them are good. So I don't know. So this one is pumpkin spice caramel or caramel. I don't know. All right. Yeah, that's pumpkin spice. This one is not subtle. This one smacks you in the face with its flavor. Yeah, it tastes like a Starbucks smells in October. That's kind of a caramel or caramel aftertaste. But it's definitely a lot of pumpkin spice in this one. The other ones seemed a lot more mellow and subtle, and this one definitely feels a lot more intense and a lot sweeter. So I don't know. It's maybe the caramel taste. It's not bad. I definitely would not order this one though. It's not my cup of tea. All right, time for lunch. This one is a root beer float. We shall see how this one works. Now with these Keto Chows, they sometimes separate, so I have to shake them up right before I drink them. But as soon as you shake them up, they're perfectly fine. But when they're sitting in the fridge, they might look a little weird if they've been there overnight. So just shake them up. They're good. All right, let's try this root beer float. Okay, yeah, root beer float. Rocking it with the root beer float here. This is really good. Yep, it's like when you get a root beer float and you let it melt down and you don't eat any of the ice cream and then you stir the ice cream in and you just mix it all together. That's pretty much exactly what this tastes like. That's amazing. Actually, buying a bag of this one, that's really good. I think it might even work if you put coffee in it. I don't really know. Okay, so I got my coffee. There's a little bit of cold coffee in here from earlier this morning. So I'm going to put some of this root beer float in with this coffee and see if that's good. So see what that's like. No, well, I've kind of lost the root beer flavor to the coffee a little bit. I mean, I like coffee. It's still good. It's not bad. The root beer directly is better than mixing it with coffee. All right, so root beer float definitely gets a big thumbs up from me. This one is really, really good. It's not overly sweet. I like it. I like this one a lot. All right, so tonight is chocolate mint Keto Chow. So let's see how this one is. I'm not actually a big fan of chocolate mint in general, so. Yeah. Okay, it has kind of a weird aftertaste. And it's much more mint than chocolate. Oh man. You know how when you get those like after dinner mints at a restaurant and it's like a really powerful mint? That's what I'm getting as an aftertaste, is kind of that feeling of having one of those really powerful like mints, like the peppermints you get that are just super strong. That's the aftertaste I'm getting from this. Yeah, definitely wouldn't blend well with any other flavor. It's kind of stuck being a mint milkshake. So if you really like mint, this one is extremely minty. It kind of sticks around with you for a little while though. This morning, trying orange cream. I figured this was a pretty good one to do for breakfast. If you've ever been to the Magic Kingdom, you might have tried the citrus swirl or the orange swirl. Really hoping that that's what this tastes like. This one's really, really subtle. I was expecting it, I mean, it's kind of very orange shake. I was expecting it to be a lot more overpowering than it is, but the orange flavor in this is, I would say, almost too subtle. I would drink this one again. But yeah, it's surprisingly subtle flavor for an orange cream. I was expecting more of a tang flavor or a citrus flavor to it. So I wonder if you mix this with something other than heavy cream, if that citrus flavor would come out a lot more. It's not bad though. It's definitely not bad. I'm going to try eggnog. I have never actually tasted eggnog that I can remember, so this will be a new experience for me. Okay. It's not bad. I don't know if it tastes like eggnog. It probably does. I wasn't actually expecting to like this one at all, but I would drink this one again. Does have a little bit of that kind of Christmassy flavor, I guess. I don't know. It's not bad. So if you get it, definitely try it. All right, it's about 6:30, 7 o'clock right now. I'm on my way into Animal Kingdom so that I can meet up with a friend. So one nice thing about living in the Orlando area and being from another place is that people always kind of seem to roll in every once in a while into Orlando to visit Disney World and to take vacations. So a lot of the times I'll be able to visit with old friends right here at home. So that is a very, very nice thing about living in Orlando. And we moved about 3 years ago. So I'm going to actually go and meet up with my friend Jake, who was the co-designer on my board game Grifters. All right, I found my buddy Jake. He's imaginary. Oh, there he is. He's down there. We have a slight height discrepancy, so these shots will be a very high angle. But we're gonna jump on Everest real quick. We're jumping in the single rider line to try and ride it as many times as we can before the park closes.
Let's do it.
All right, so Jake is one of my friends from when I lived in Chicago. He and I designed Grifters, that board game I was talking about. And in Chicago, I actually did keto, and I lost like 100 pounds.
Like a lot of pounds.
Like a lot of pounds. And I'll show you a picture of when I was doing keto and he wasn't. Yeah, up there, yeah. And so now we've kind of flipped places, and I'm the chubby one, and he's been doing keto for how long now?
I've been on hard keto. I did that for about a year, and then I've done kind of like a lazy keto since then, so like another 2 years.
Okay, so 3 years. You're looking good. You're not like a little ball.
I'm doing keto too.
Oh, keto.
I lost 15 pounds in a month.
All right. Yeah.
It's a lot more popular than it was the first time I did it.
Very so.
I'm a trendsetter, and then I totally forgot about it, and then I started doing it again.
Expedition Everest team members, once on board, secure all gear in the...
If you go up there, when you look over there, you can see all the other parks.
Yeah. When the light show's going on over here, it's really cool, and when the fireworks go on over there, it's really cool.
There's the tower there.
Whoa. This is the worst part. The break at the very end is the worst part of Everest, because I can blast my head on the back of the seat really easily. Be ready at the end, because these brakes are pretty touchy.
Good reason.
All right, so you just got done with Everest for the first time. What did you think of that one?
It was really cool. If you haven't done it, there's a little twist. at one point during the ride, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It definitely made this coaster its own thing.
Yeah.
So not to mention, it's just got some good speed feels. So like a lot of coasters now are going for this experience with the coaster.
This is a story coaster.
This is like rah coaster. So really enjoyed it.
A lot of it's in there.
I would just remember that when you're coming to a stop at any point, like at the end of the ride, clench your butt because it's about to slam you pretty darn hard.
That's what I actually recorded that on the ride. I was like, the worst part of this ride is the braking when you come into the station, because I just blast my head on the back of the thing. All right, so we decided that we're gonna go and try and get on Flight of Passage. It's probably gonna have like a 160-minute wait if they'll even let people into the queue at this point tonight.
We'll see.
We'll see. But we're gonna go that way and see if we can get in there. Because really, we just want to hang out and talk, and staying around in the queue is fine. It's really cool out here right now. All right, so we've been in the queue for Flight of Passage for about an hour or so, I think.
Yeah.
So they said it was
40 minutes.
140 minutes, and it was just an hour at the end of the night. So they probably are just upping that time so they don't have a huge queue in here when the park closes. Because
with you.
the park is officially closed. It's 9:31 right now, so it's not too bad. Man, you're really hard to get in frame. I'm just gonna walk around like this.
There you go.
There we go. We solved this
I
problem.
can do the tiptoes thing.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, my neck.
Yeah.
All right, make sure you're all the way forward. Those restraints are being activated.
Restraints activated.
Everybody, making sure we're safe and secure. I'm gonna put some pressure on those legs, helping you
Okay.
get into those restraints. If you can move forward for me at all. There we go. We got the legs. Put some pressure on your back. There you go.
Well, I'm back home, obviously. Jake and I had a really great time riding Everest. That was his first time being on it, so he got a big kick out of it. And then we rode Flight of Passage, and wound up the ride wait wasn't nearly as long as the sign said it was. So they were probably trying to make the queue a little shorter there at the end of the night. It's supper time, and I'm trying one of the savory flavors. So I broke out the beef soup base flavor, and I followed the instructions, and it just made a massive bowl of soup. So hopefully this doesn't taste bad. Now, to be able to mix it up, I tried just mixing it up with a spoon in the bowl, but I wound up having to actually use a whisk to whisk this. So it has this thick layer of foam on the top of it. I don't have an immersion blender, so I might try making this in the blender bottle next time and not going for the gigantic bowl of soup. But anyway, let's give it a shot. I am not a fan of that flavor. Yeah, this one's just unpleasant. Yeah, I would not recommend this one. This one's not good. But just to try and get it down, this spoon was going to take forever, so I'm just going to drink it. I hate to say it, but it makes my mouth feel like a grease trap for some reason, like burnt singe kind of flavor. Like biting into the corner of a hamburger that's been on the grill too long, and it has kind of that charcoal burn kind of carbon flavor to it. That's what I'm getting from this, which is really weird. Nope. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink it, but I don't want to. I don't want to finish it. Oh, this is by far the worst flavor I've had of Keto Chow. Period. Is bad. Oh boy. Okay. That's nasty. It's getting worse. As I get lower, it's like I don't want to drink it anymore. It's like that scene with Dumbledore. Please don't make me drink it anymore. I don't want to do it. Okay. Okay, fine. All right. I drank it. Do not recommend beef base soup. It's about 3:30 on Sunday afternoon, and I'm going to be heading out to the annual pass holders for Universal Studios. They have a appreciation night that goes from like 8 p.m. until whenever the park closes. So I'm going to head out to that tonight and walk around and try and ride some rides and maybe meet some people. But before I go, I need to eat some lunch. And so I have the spicy taco base Keto Chow. Unfortunately, this smells an awful lot like the beef base soup. So I'm not holding out much hope that this one's going to be good right now. It kind of smells just like the beef one, but like they added like pepper spice to it, like taco seasoning to it. And that smells like it's the only difference. So let's see. I mean, it looks a little bit different. I mean, I mixed it differently. I didn't actually make it and whisk it this time. I made it in a blender bottle, put it in this bowl, and warmed it up after the fact. So it was definitely a lot easier to make that way than the way that they say to make it in the instructions. So here we go. Okay. Okay, that one isn't quite as bad. I mean, it's a very plain soup. That beef base was just awful, just absolutely awful, and this one isn't quite so bad. Thankfully, I was dreading trying this one. So I'm definitely not getting that kind of charred carbon aftertaste. It's not nearly as good as the sweet flavors, but I could see if I wanted to add like some hamburger or something to this, I could easily mix it up and throw some stuff in here to make it actually a pretty decent soup. And this would be a good starting point. It is a little spicy. They do call it spicy. It does have a little bit of heat to it. But yeah. I mean, if you're looking for something savory, this one's not bad. I mean, it's not nearly as good as the sweet flavors, but it's passable. Definitely passable. Way better than the beef one. Way better than the beef one. The smell definitely leaves something to be desired, though. Yeah. I'm having flashbacks smelling this to the beef one. So. Okay, yeah. If the beef one tasted like this one without the heat, I mean, it would be fine, but it doesn't. It tastes completely different, even though this one looks exactly the same. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna head out to Universal Studios for their pass holder appreciation night. All right, I've decided that I'm going to try Rip Red Rocket again. Guess I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm gonna really take a look at the test seat and see if there's any trick I can do to get me a little bit farther, because I was able to do a trick and get onto Gringotts. So let's see if I can figure something out here that'll get me onto Rip Riding Rocket tonight. It only has a 15-minute wait because it's pass holder night, so I might be able to try it a little bit. All right, well, I gave it a shot. I tried the test seat again, and well, I got a red light on the test seat this time, which is weird because I've lost weight since I tried it the last time, but I got a red light on the test seat. It was a 15-minute wait, so I was just like, what the heck, I'll go and try it. I get on the ride, they click it down, and I'm in. They got me in the ride this time, but the ride goes from over here, and it goes like straight up this like that. I get to about here, like right before I'm getting ready to go up, they stop the ride, and the person in the control booth like eyeballs me. So I'm a little freaked out. They make me get off the ride. So So I got clicked in. They were like, "You're good to go," and then they made me get off the ride and wait for the next car. I waited for the next car, and they got me in again. So I was able to ride it tonight. So here's a picture of that. So that was exciting. I've lost a good amount of weight, and I was finally able to ride this one again. Right now I am 359.6 pounds. So I'll get my waist measurements and everything and see exactly what it is, but so that you guys know. But yeah, I just barely got on there. It's a bit tricky to get on this one. It was a little painful, but I did it. Yeah, one down. What, like 6 more rides I can't ride to go. Good morning. Last night was Pass Holder Appreciation Night, so I was able to fit on Rip Ride and Rocket, so that is really great. Today is the last day of my different flavors. I have chocolate toffee, which I thought sounded really good and would be a good one to end on. So let's see how this one is. That one's good. That one is good. So, someone online told me that this tasted a little bit like butterbeer. I could see that. The slushy butterbeer has a bit more of a marshmallow flavor to it. This one doesn't quite have that. But if you're on keto and you're doing low carb and you can't have butterbeer, this is close enough. This is actually pretty good. I will probably buy a bag of this. Yeah, big thumbs up for chocolate toffee from me. Not getting a lot of chocolate. It tastes almost butterscotchy, mostly toffee, but it's really good. Okay, so for lunch today, I'm having the creamy tomato basil soup. I'm not a big fan of tomato soup, so let's just see how this one is. Okay. No, I mean that's a tomato soup. Definitely doesn't have any weird aftertaste to it. And really, you can taste the basil. Okay. Huh. Oh, it's raining outside. Puppies, quiet. They bark at the thunder. Sorry. Yeah, this one's okay. I'm really starting to think that beef soup was probably a one-off because it really had a strong flavor that did not taste beefy. It was very odd. So yeah, don't take my review on the beef soup one with a grain of salt. That it might have just been like I don't know. It's something wrong with the mix. I don't know, but this one's good. I don't know that I'm a big enough fan of tomato soup to want to buy a big package of this and have it all the time. But it is definitely decent tasting. So, I mean, more power to you. If you're really hankering for tomato soup, this will do. Yeah, tastes good to me. And apparently with this one, from what I understand, they actually use the beef base soup as the base for this, and then they add flavoring to it. And I'm not getting any of that kind of charred, weird, like burnt hamburger flavor in this at all. So I don't know. This one's not bad. All right, this is the last flavor that I have to try. So it's day 27 of my 30 days of Keto Chow. I have kind of stalled out here recently as far as weight loss goes because I've been going to the parks and walking like 3 or 6 miles every single day for the last 3 days. So I've kind of stalled out at 359.6 pounds here for the last several days. But at the Pass Holder Appreciation Night, I was actually able to fit on Rip Ride and Rocket. And then yesterday I went to go and pick up my Halloween Horror Nights ticket, and I have a friend, Nicole, who works for Universal, and she was able to get me a discount. So I met her there, and as a thank you, I decided to just kind of go around the parks with her, and I wound up trying to get on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. And I was actually able to fit for the very first time. I was able to fit on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Next week, you can expect a video that's going to show you my measurements before I started my Keto Chow diet, and then my measurements at the end of the 30 days. Okay? So, my plan is to keep doing keto, but I'm probably not going to keep drinking only Keto Chow. I'm probably going to mix it up, and I think I need to chew some stuff. I think that would be nice. It's been a month without chewing. But anyway, this is the savory chicken soup. It smells like chicken soup. Now, after the beef soup base, I feel like I might have whisked that too much and put in too much air into it, and that might have caused it to be a little bit of a weird flavor, because the savory soups have been okay after I changed to just making them in a blender bottle and pouring them in a bowl and microwaving them. They've been much better overall than that beef-based soup was when I tried to mix it hot and whisk it inside of a bowl. So I would definitely recommend making the savory flavors inside of a blender bottle and warming them up rather than trying to make them hot and whisking them. Maybe it works better with an immersion blender, but I don't have an immersion blender, so whisking is a bad idea. At least I think that's what was wrong there. Anyway, let's give this one a shot. This is the savory chicken soup. It's not bad. It doesn't have a bad aftertaste or anything. It's very subtle though, so it's definitely meant to be mixed with something else. This might be really good if I threw some like broccoli in it and maybe sprinkled some cheddar cheese on the top of it. It would be really good. It would be a good meal. Yeah, it's a good replacement, since on keto you can't have carbs, obviously. No, maybe not obviously, but on keto you can't have carbs. This would be a pretty good replacement for like a chicken noodle soup on like a cold day. I could see that working really well, especially if you get like a can of chunked chicken. Throw a little bit of that in there and some broccoli. Yeah, this one would be really good. I can definitely recommend the savory chicken soup. This one is good. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I am almost done with my 30 days of Keto Chow challenge, and let me get this out of my beard. And I'm going to be continuing to do keto, but I probably won't be doing weekly updates from here on. I'm going to try and do a whole bunch of videos for you guys, but not sticking so hard to the diet videos every week. I might try and do an update every month and ask questions on the live streams that I do. I'm going to try and do live streams every Sunday as well. So, if you've liked this series of videos, please leave me a comment down below. If you are interested in any of the different flavors, or you want to ask me questions about any of the flavors I tried in this video, hit me up in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer your questions. If you're interested in getting some Keto Chow yourself, you can actually order a sample pack. Most of the flavors I was trying here came in the Gourmet pack, which is available at Keto Chow XYZ, which I'll put a link in the description below to the Gourmet pack and all the other starter bundles. If you're interested in trying Keto Chow with me, you can buy one of those, and if you purchase using the coupon code parksinyourpocket10, all one word, you're going to get 10% off of your order. Okay, so that's a pretty good deal, and your order helps Parks in Your Pocket buy better camera equipment and all of our park tickets and everything, so you can support the channel and try Keto Chow at the same time. Which, if you're really worried about being able to fit on rides and you want to lose weight easily, this has definitely worked for me. And you'll see why I say that in the next video, because I'm going to do a video that shows all my measurements before I started my 30 days, and after my 30 days were up. I'm not going to stop doing keto. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to eat maybe some more regular meals, but I'm still going to drink Keto Chow for lunch just because it makes things a lot easier for me and saves me time. But I do miss chewing things because this has been a very long month. Anyway, if you like the channel, please remember to subscribe. I usually do big and tall reviews of theme park rides, and I'm able to fit on more rides now. So this diet has been me trying to fit on more rides so I can tell you guys what those rides are like. And so far, I've been able to ride on 2 rides I haven't been able to ride on, and it's only been 30 days. So if you want to motivate me and keep me going, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, thank you for watching Parks in Your Pocket. My name is Dave. I'll see you again real soon. Yeah, this one's good. It's getting worse. As I get lower, it's like I don't want to drink it anymore. It's like that scene with Dumbledore. Please don't make me drink it anymore. I don't want to. Okay, fine.